YouTube and wale munanifuata kwa Facebook. I believe you will be able to watch this show. And I also need your comment. Ninahitaji maoni yako. Nikwambie, mimi si tipu. I don't treat people here. But I just share knowledge, ideas. And I'm not saying that I'm the only one who have this understanding. But kuna watu wengine wengi wanataka kufaidika katika mazungumzo hii. So, kama unaufahamu already, just urumia wale wenye hawachapata hii mafunzo kidogo so that they can benefit on this. And I see we already have 9 people and I think the numbers are going up. So anyway, kile chambo nataka kuzungumzia leo, and like I've said before, I'll try as much as possible kuongea na lugha ya Kiswahili, talk in Swahili so that kila mtu afaidike. Yesterday I was watching, nilikuwa nikiona kitu ikiendelea katika I think ilikuwa Citizen au NTV, na walikuwa wanafundisha watu kuhusu kumanage economy ambaye ni ngumu. Mimi nikajiuliza, the conversation ilikuwa kwa lugha ya Kiingereza, and I was like, kama unasaidia wale watu wenye wana struggle, probably hawata benefit kwa hiyo mazungumzo because of the language. So anyway, allow me to mix because sometimes I just find myself speaking in English, but I want to stress and put everything in Swahili so that everybody can understand. Hii ni mafundisho fulani muhimu sana yenye haustahili kumiss for sure. So, kama unaipenda, please, I beg you where you are, click share and share so that so many people can find this teaching. If you click and share, really you are a real patriot. And I believe because you are supporting me as well so that I can get to so many people who probably will benefit on this mafundisho. So, nini tunazungumzia leo? Mambo ya kumanage weight. And several years ago in Kenya, we didn't have this problem. Watu hawakukuwa na matatizo yeyote katika kunenepa, kunona, kukuwa na overweight ama obese. Reason, ukiangalia like 1990s, even early 2000, hatukukuwa na boda. So people walikuwa natembea. Kama unaenda kwa duka, unaenda kwa mguu mpaka ufike kwa duka. And like this current dispensation, we are living in a generation where ukitaka kitu, unaicall, you order things, you don't even go to the shop. So you can see that it's changing our lifestyle. And another thing ni kwamba hata vyakula yenye tunakula pia sio mzuri kama samani zile. Ebu nisizungumze juu ya GMO or anything else that you might think about. But all I'm saying ni kwamba tumebadilisha hayo mambo, na kubadilisha hayo mambo imetu affect because we don't have time kutembea kwa mguu. Nakumbuka siku moja nikiwa Nairobi, nilikuwa nikishuka downtown, ninachapa mguu mpaka Kawangware. Something you can do nowadays. Watu wako na magari, wanatembea, wako na pesa. So, hiyo ndio imechange our lifestyle. I really want to move as fast as I can. So, obesity ni nini? Inapimwa aje? So, namna ya kupima kama mtu akona kilo kushinda kiasi ile inahitajika, we measure it by what we call BMI, ama body mass index. Na ni kitu rahisi sana. You don't even need a doctor. You can do it at home. So kitu ya muhimu ni kujipima na ratili. Unasimama kwa ratili, unapima weight yako na height yako. So kila height ya mtu ama kiasi ya mtu, ufupi, kama whether you are short or tall or whatever, kuna weight ambaye ni designated or recommended for you, because huwezi kuwa na weight kushinda height yako. And that is when people will say that you are obese, umeongeza weight kushinda kiasi. But I'll show you, nitashare na wewe some ideas about what we can really do about it, because so it doesn't mean that kukua obese ni kukua na tumbo. You might not be showing that tummy or whatever, that belly, potty belly, lakini ukipima kwa ratili inaonekana kwamba wewe uko na uzito kushinda ile ambaye inahitajika. So kuna pia wale watu wako underweight, and that is not my focus tonight. Lakini wale watu ambaye ninataka tu nisungumze juu ya wao ni wale watu wameongeza weight kushinda kiasi. And as you can see there, I don't want to explain in detail because hautajua hizo zote. So enda check yourself. Kama hujawahi kujipima na ukajua kwamba whether you are obese, whether you are overweight, or whether your weight is normal, please, kindly, you need to know, because hautakuwa na lengo, hautakuwa na kitu yenye unatafuta kuipata kama hujui kama you are overweight or you are obese. And by the way, kama uko overweight ama obese, uko na risk nyingi ya magonjwa mengi. So I believe that when you go see the doctor, you need to know if you are overweight, if you are obese, or if you are underweight. You need to know the level. How are you going to eat? How are you going to plan? It is all about how you measure and how you determine whether you are overweight or you are within the recommended weight. So nitazungumza juu ya hii mambo pole pole, and then I get to finish. Ni nini inasababisha watu kukua obese? So kuna mambo mengi yenye nimewambia kwamba miaka zilizopita people did not struggle getting food. Hawakukua, ingawaje tunalia sasa hivi watu wenye kwa ushako ama villages, they probably struggle to get some of this kind of food. However, kuna vitu pia imebadilika, because it's not all about the kind or certain kind of food yenye inakufanya ukue obese ama overweight. So mambo ambayo nimesema inasababisha ni, jambo la kwanza ni wrong choice of food, the kind of food that you choose. Hiyo ndio jambo ambalo nilajulikana vizuri kwamba hiyo ndio inasababisha kukua obese. Jambo lingine, kuna watu wenye wako na hii shida kupitia genes yao, walivyosaliwa, kama if it is like nimeita hereditary, because it could be a family thing and we inherit from, it's a family thing and watu wanakuwa hivyo, but we still need some measures to manage that weight. Hatutasema tu because you know ni kitu ya familia yetu tutakuwa tu namna hii. Jambo lingine ni sedentary lifestyle, ama kukaa tu bila kufanya kazi. Ukifika ofisini unakaa masaa yote, ukitoka ofisini unaingia kwa gari, unaenda nyumbani, unakaa kwa couch, unaangalia TV, and that is your lifestyle. That will lead to obesity. Another thing ni kwamba the size of the plate. How much do you eat? So you might be eating the correct diet, but apparently you are eating too much of that. So kama unakula mboga na ugali lakini umechaza kwa sahani kabisa, hiyo pia ni shida. Utagain weight, you will be obese because of the size of the plate. So the size of the plate ina umuhimu sana katika ku prevent this obese or this kind of. So you need to evaluate those things. Watu wengine ukunywa masoda, unaona nimeweka hapo. Masoda iko na sukari nyingi, na sukari nyingi ni carbohydrates. When we put a lot in our body than our body needs, then sugar inakuwa converted into fats and they are stored. So the more sweet stuff una ingest, the more weight you are gaining. Vitu zingine kama chapati, unaona nimeweka hapo fries. All those are carbohydrates that are converted na inakonvertiwa kukua fat, and they are stored in your body. And these are the things that we eat most of the time. We love them. We love pizza. Na ukiangalia hata kitu imeharibu hii nchi ambaye tuko kama United States and the first world countries ni kwamba they are eating a lot of this stuff. Fries, you know, talk about masoda, beer, you know, wine and all those kind of things. Imejaa sukari nyingi kiasi kwamba the more sugar we put in our bodies, they are converted into fats, and they are stored in the liver, and you know, inaingia kwa fatty tissue. They are stored as fat. So that's how people gain weight. Ndio sababu unaona kuna, you know, kuna hiyo watu wanaita stubborn abdominal fat, hiyo yenye iko kwa tumbo. Mtu mwingine aliniambia, hey Zef, you know, I'd rather stay. Ninaona siwezane kabisa na hii mambo ya gym, siwezane na hii mambo ya kuchunga weight. Nimeamua tu nikae na my body imekaa kama roto. Sijui roto ni nini, roto tank. So unaona hizo malaini tumekaa kwa tumbo. Hizo malaini ni excess fat that inakuwa stored on that area. Is because either umekula in a wrong way, you have eaten a lot of that stuff that I've talked about, iso carbohydrates, maskari, beer, wine, pizzas, nyama, and all that kind of stuff that you can think about that I've explained. Now, that is the stubborn thing that we need to deal with. And in McQ, a lot of cholesterol that perhaps imekuwa stored in our blood vessels that will cause us a serious health issues. And those are the things that people need to know. Kuna chamba ambalo nataka nisungumsia hapo so that you can understand and not be worried, but could be another health problem that people do not know. Ni kitu inaitwa lipo edema. It is not obesity, but it is actually a chronic condition that the body excess fatty tissue inakuwa accumulated in a certain part of your body. Mostly women are the ones that are more affected by this problem, and they are stored, the fat inakuwa stored on the legs ama on the hips. Mostly affected on the hips and the legs. And this is not obesity, but the body cannot metabolize fat in a certain area of your body. Some people can have them in the arms. So this, like I've said, body loses ability to metabolize specific or fat in a specific part of your body. And this is not obesity, but it is something that perhaps we need to tell or report it to the doctor, and the doctor will help you on how to treat that problem. So sometimes when you see mtu amekuwa gain weight, mwingine atafikiria kwamba, hey, huyu amekuwa na hips kubwa kubwa sana. And probably that is not the problem. That is not the problem because, you know, most of the time this can be treated through what we call liposuctioning. So the doctor has to evaluate and see if a patient qualifies for liposuction, whereby ile mafuta ambaye ni excess kwa mwili inatolewa. And that is not my focus. I was just clearing out the air so you can understand kwamba not everything could be obesity. But whenever you see that problem, gaining a lot of weight on your hips, it's not because you are growing hips mzuri sana, but it could be a problematic thing because you're having this lipoedema problem. Now, jambo lingine nataka sasa ni kueleze ni kwamba kuna shida ukigain weight. And that is what so many people think. Wengine wakienda gym, wakienda kufanya exercise, watu wengine wanafikiria kwamba this is just to look sexy. But it's not about the cosmetic concern. It is way more than that. Well, if you work out, your body will look really good. You will look pretty. Hautakuwa na hizo ma roto, kind of, hizo malaini ziko kwa tumbo. Hizo ma skin folds. Hautakuwa na those things because you are working out, you are doing exercise, and you are doing the right thing. Now, the problem ni kwamba there are health problems that are associated with obesity ama kuwa na weight kupita kiasi. And like I've said, do not say that you are okay until you have measured yourself na daktari amekuambia kwamba yes, you are not obese or you are not overweight. If you haven't done that, then you are possibly obese or overweight. So try, please, make sure you do that. And this is something you can do at home. Unaenda, unachipima height, pima weight yako, ingia kwa computer, kuna automatic calculator iko kwa computer. Just put all the numbers, your height and your weight, and it will tell you whether you are obese or you are overweight. Now, so the risk factors that are included that is whatever associated with obesity, jambo la kwanza ni ugonjwa wa roho, heart disease. And that one for sure, watu wengine tu wanajua lakini hata hawajui ni nini inafanyika. Because the more you are gaining weight, the more weight yako inaongezeka, you are accumulating excess fat in your body. Your body inakuwa kubwa, of course. So it takes a lot of energy in your body to pump blood to the entire body. Because, you know, when you are gaining weight, your heart is still the same size. But I'm not promising that it's gonna stay the same size. Because kasi inakuwa nyingi kufikisha nutrition, kufikisha oxygen, kufikisha damu na everything into the entire body. And your body, your heart, will use a lot of energy to pump blood. And that's why most people who are obese will have elevated blood pressure, wanakuwa na hypertension. And because your heart is really pumping a lot of energy, then another thing that you will develop ni issue ya roho kuwa inaitwa cardiomyopathy, ama roho yako inakuwa kubwa, inaongezeka. It's just like you're gaining muscles when you are working out. Same thing, your heart ikiendelea kufanya kazi na nguvu nyingi kufikisha hizo vitu nimesema to your entire body, then that's when you develop that cardiomyopathy. Blood pressure, cardiomyopathy. Diabetes is another big thing when you have you are overweight or obese. Reason ni kwamba wataalamu wamechunguza na wakasema kwamba people wenye wako obese wako na some hormones that increases what we call insulin resistance. So that is the biggest thing, because if those hormones are in your body, then it increases chances for you to become insulin dependent. Utahitaji insulin that utakuwa unawekwa unadungwa ama unachidunga nyumbani. Because of those hormones, because of your weight, you can increase your weight, those hormones also increases, leading to risk for insulin resistance. Now, another thing that can come with that ni kitu inaitwa sleep apnea. Unakuwa na shida ya kulala because umegain that weight, so even breathing becomes a problem, and you gain a lot of extra fatty tissue around your neck that inaenda mpaka ina block your ability kupumua vizuri sana. So ujue kwamba hiyo ndio shida kubwa. So that's why the more you gain weight, inakuwa hata ngumu kupumua, you know, and your lungs also, because of the pressure from the size of your body, that's another issue. The biggest thing that most people who are obese wana experience knee problems. So wanaanza could develop arthritis and those kind of problems because you have a huge weight that your legs cannot carry. Uko na joints, lakini the size that you put on mwili wako imekuwa kubwa kushinda the ability, whatever, kushinda the capacity of your joints. So your joints cannot carry that weight anymore. And that's why unaanza could develop shida kama joint problem and issues like that. Another last thing that I want to say there is stroke. So because of that, a lot of people who have excess weight or who are obese have a lot of cholesterol in their blood, and with the cholesterol and with the cardiac issues and with because hawawezi kutembea vizuri, they can develop blood clots that travels to your brain and cause a stroke. Ama it can go through your coronary heart muscles and it causes cardiac arrest. So many problems. You put yourself in a lot of problems because umependa kukula. So please, kindly control. Everything can be controlled with food and activity. And things might change. And somebody say that whatever I put there, you can replay this video later on and you can read all those things that I put there. Things that are involved with or associated with obesity. Other things that I didn't mention when I was explaining includes also, it includes depression, because once you gain a lot of weight, unaanza kuwa na stress because the kind of body you have, is a real problem. You don't even know what to know. You begin to worry about what people say about you. You begin to worry about your health. You can't sleep in the bed. You have to sleep on a recliner, on a chair, because you can't tolerate laying flat because of that issue. Now, what do I do? The only thing, if you are worried about that abdomen, your tumbo, that pot belly, then you need to start a revolution. And revolution is the only way you can turn things around. You can change the direction. How do we change? I'm going to give you a little tips. Number one thing is that those some of those photos are my photos anyway. So the biggest thing to do, the exercise. But exercise is not enough. There are many other things that we can do. So there are so many types of exercise that we can do. We can swim. We can go to the gym. We can push all those lifting and running on a treadmill. We can run outside. We can do cycling with a bicycle. We can lift weight. And running outside actually helps a lot. I've done this, so I know how it is. Because like I said, the one you see on the photo is me. If you saw me maybe 10 years ago, you wouldn't believe it's me, because I had a lot of weight. And I managed to reduce a lot that you can imagine. So exercise and diet work. Very effective. So what I'm putting up here, number one thing that you need to do. What are you going to do if you are worried about your weight? Number one, cut down the size of the plate. And some people do what we call intermittent fasting. So you can decide to fast maybe for a day or maybe once a day. But I'm going to warn you, when you do intermittent fasting, be careful, because by the time you will go back to eating, you will want to eat more than what you would have eaten if it was 3 meals. So you need to be careful, because don't fast, and after you fast, then you eat like binge eating, that you eat once but you eat a lot, way more than you needed to eat. That would be, outdoing whatever you were supposed to do. You are not doing good for yourself. So The plate size is really very important thing. I couldn't stress enough because that is what is causing obesity. I think even way more than worrying about all this other food. If you measure how much you eat, nilipenda one thing when I went to Nandi. And I, samani sana when nikiwa nyumbani, mimi ninatoka Kipsigis. So I used to think that, hey, shida ya Wanandi ni nini? I was like wanapima food yao kwa sahani. Now I understand. Whoever came up with that strategy is the best idea ever. And I will tell you, go do that. You need to know how much ugali you're supposed to be eating. Don't just eat because imewekwa tu hapo na unasema mpaka nishipe. Because, our bodies cannot sense food early enough. So there is that delay. And with that delay, you don't sense umeshipa until hapa imekuwa elastic vizuri, imekuwa ngumu. And that is wrong. That's the wrong strategy. So learn to measure your plate. Kama unapima sahani, ugali yako unaweka hivi, unaifunga na unajua ni kiasi gani unakula in every meal. Maintain that. The reason is, if you know how much you eat, it becomes easy for you to cut down because unajua kwamba, hey, I've been eating this much, so I need to cut down to this. I hope you're understanding what I'm saying. So it's good to measure. It's good to know how much you eat. And I'm telling you, tumbo ni kitu funny sana. Ukifundisha tumbo yako a certain amount of food, mwili within 2 days imezoea hiyo. And you won't even eat a lot. Lakini ukizoesha nyingi, I guess your stomach begins to, because it's elastic, itaendelea kugrow. Mpaka until ukikula kidogo au shipi. So, let's learn this thing is really, really, really important for us. Another thing that I would say ni recommended carbohydrates in a day, because like I've said, carbohydrates, vitu zile ziko na sukari nyingi, kama candies, cakes, you need to cut out those ones. Stop candies, wachana na cakes, wachana na soft drinks, masoda, hata kuacha sukari ni idea mzuri. So pombe, wine, all those kind of stuff, imejaa sukari na carbs and everything that would ikifika kwa tumbo inakuwa stored in fat, inakuwa converted to fat, and then inakuwa deposited on our adipose tissue. So that's how people gain weight. Other stuff, the frequency. How often do you eat? So like I said, strategy number 1, need the size of the plate. Strategy number 2, cut down your carbohydrates. Any sugary or sweet stuff. Chapati, mimi niliweka hizo vitu retire zamani sana. I eat only once in a while. Ninakula chapo ama mandazi once in a while. I don't make them, I don't eat them. I mean, they are not fancy to me anymore. Because ikona a lot of carbohydrates. Plus, ile mafuta imepigwa nayo. And then we unararua kila mara nyama, maragwe, kuongeza na viazi. And then a chapo, unararua chapo 3 mpaka 4. Come on. Within 1 year, we utaniambia uko na weight kiasi gani. I hope I'm clear. Those are some of the things that we need to watch. Na kama unapenda sukari, I mean, try to run away from sugar. Their food, another thing that I wanted to say ni fried or baked food. Come, I've seen people when they go to town, wanataka sukari, wanataka soda, wanataka kuku, and then na chips. But these are junk food, and you know what it does in our bodies, what it do in our body, what it will do in our body. This is something that we can address. It's manageable. We can decide, hey, I quit. It's done. And that's done. So another thing that we can do about food. Fried food, iko na mafuta nyingi. And like I said, inaleta hiyo shida. Lakini kama unataka kutengeneza kuku yako, I would recommend baked than fried. Same thing with kama unatengeneza samaki, I would recommend for you baked instead of fried. So run away from the fried food. Now uanze kuunda vyakula yako mara nyingi kama imekuwa baked. That is the best. Any deep frying food iko na shida. And I think you can handle that. I see a lot of people watching and a lot of comments there. I will read some of the comments in a little bit. So, before I finish, let me talk about what we call energy balancing. Because nimepata watu, mtu ameenda gym mwaka moja na anasema hii weight yangu haiendi chini kabisa. What will I do? I've talked to so many people. Hata mimi nilijaribu hivyo. I tried. It never worked. Because kama umeenda gym, umechapa gym for 2 hours, you are sweating, unakuja nyumbani kama miguu imekwisha. Lakini unakuja unararua ugali sahani moja na nyama. Come on. That's a poor strategy. When you are doing what we call energy balancing, it means like what you put in your body is equal or less than, I'm going to put it correctly. What we burn by running away, by doing activities, by doing exercise, should be less than what we eat or what we ingest to our bodies. So what we need to lose weight is what we call negative energy. If you don't have that strategy of negative energy, then you are not doing anything to your weight. It has to be negative. So the much you are burning should be more than what you are ingesting or what you are eating. For people who understand science, they will understand what we call anabolism and catabolism. Those are the techniques of addressing issues like, how much calories you are putting versus how much calories you are using while you are running, while you are doing activities of your daily living. So, kile nimesema ni kwamba, and I want to put it more clear so you can understand. I'll give you a quick or more simplified version of this. Energy intake versus energy expenditure. So the much you spend should be more than the much you put. Okay, kama hii, ukikunywa hiyo mkepe moja ya soda, iko na calories ngapi? Mara nyingi inakuwa na 400 calories. And kuburn 400 calories inachukua how many kilometers, my friend? It's about 8 kilometers kurun. So that you can get rid of 1 can of soda. So you need to balance the energy. Because if you are putting a lot of calories in your body, you need lesser calories. Because ukikula mboga inakuwa na calories kidogo sana. If you are comparing mboga, calories yenye iko kwa mboga na calories yenye iko kwa, assuming mguu moja ya kuku. Mguu moja ya kuku ni nyingi, karibu 500. Na maybe mboga ni 50 only. So you see, mboga inakupatia less calories, less energy. Na kuku inakupatia nyingi. That means even when you are running or working out, you won't be able to burn out all the energy or all the calories umeweka kwa mwili yako. That's what I'm talking about. I hope I was able to simplify it and make it easy. I'm going to give you another one, which is also easy. Kilo moja ya nyama, red meat, ile nyama choma, iko na calories 2,500. Nataka uelewe hiyo vizuri. Kilo moja ya nyama iko na calories 2,500 calories. How do you burn wakati unakimbia kujaribu get rid of that chenye umekula? Kuburn hiyo calories ya kilo moja ya nyama, you have to run, my friend, for 40 kilometers. Yeah, I don't know if you are planning to run 40 kilometers kama Kipchoge to get rid of that 1 kilo. So kama umekula nusu, you need to run 20 kilometers. Na kama umekula quarter, you need to run 10 kilometers to be able to burn hiyo nyama yote umeweka kwa tumbo. So it's a lot. So, and that's why we need to know what we are eating, ni nini tunakula, how we eating, how we are doing all this exercise. Because ukikula namna hii, I can promise you, utakuwa na shida katika afya yako. Mimi nimekuwa clinic and I've seen these things happening. So I'm not guessing. I've seen them. And every problem, every health problem that is treated by the doctors, in one way or another, the weight problem iko ndani. Now, I want to read a few comments here, and I believe I'm done. So, let me read what some of the people here are saying. Berry anasema kwamba great topic. I will watch nikiamuka. Thank you, my friend. Odebe anasema kwamba topic is so beneficial. Weso na makali aina ya spirit na vodka inaongeza pia. Yes, nimesema alcohol yote iko na calories nyingi because wale wanaotengeneza hiyo pombe hiya, ukiangalia content ya sukari ni nyingi sana. So all that sugar, even though labda alcohol haite sweet, but iko na sukari nyingi. So they are all converted na inakuwa stored as fat. Good job, Kipto. Kilaj anasema keep up the great work, sir. Mrembo anasema we are learning and appreciate you so much. Keep up a good work. Thank you so much. Wanjiku anasema message was clearly for me. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for watching. Princess anasema kwamba wish I watched is before eating a bit earlier today. I ate today. Unaona Kenya watu, people are crazy. They're running to McDonald's. They're running to whatever, what do you call, KFC. Mtu ana run for pizza, anafikiria kwamba that is now life. Oh, come on, my friend. I went to South Africa and I saw a lot of a lot of problems. When fast food iliingia South Africa, people gained a lot of weight, and once gaining weight inaingia, like I said, isi mambo ya fast food kuongeza na our lifestyle, unakaa ofisini, my friend, hiyo ni bomb you are setting on yourself. You eating a lot, unaenda na gari, unaenda kukaa ofisini, ukitoka ofisini, unafika nyumbani, unakaa kwa couch, kuangalia TV na kungoja chai na dinner. You are setting a bomb on yourself. That is dangerous. That's, I can tell you, you are looking for something bad because that's not healthy. Dennis anasema, good job. I appreciate. Princess, good morning. I have to burn that burger. I hope you do, my friend. Anasema kwamba, please give us advice to avoid overeating holiday season. Yes, that's true. And Honorable Karane anasema chamgei. So thank you so much for tuning in. I think I've discussed this topic. This topic is really, really good, and it means a lot to us because, like, I can see, mimi nimekuwa away from Kenya for a long time, and anytime I go back to Kenya, I can tell by looking at the people I left when they were young, and I can tell by how they are gaining a lot of weight. People are gaining weight, And, forget about these celebrities or whatever, these socialites. They are trying to make us to accept even some of the weight problems that they have, and, make it like, look, it's normal. It's not normal. We need to do something about it. Like I said, kama hujawahi pima weight yako, go measure it. Ukishapima weight yako, tafuta measure height, and then have the doctor or a nurse calculate it for you and tell you whether you are obese or you are overweight, so you can begin to make a plan on staying healthy. Thank you so much, and I appreciate everyone for tuning in. This is Zeph. I will be discussing some more health problems and education. So if you have anything that you want me to discuss, please inbox me and tell me, and I will prep for that. Thank you so much. You have a good day.